The first semi-final featured England versus New Zealand in what was scripted to be one of the great Rugby World Cup battles. The All Blacks may have won 15 of their last 16 encounters against the now number 2 ranked side in the world, but the English were confident heading into this match off the back of an impressive quarter-final performance. New Zealand's demolition of Ireland further confirmed their status as tournament favourites, and everything was on the line at International Stadium Yokohama as the two powerhouses looked to progress to the final.
We are rolling on semi-final number 1, New Zealand v England, and they mix it up right from the kick-off. England into the All Blacks, 22 they go. Settling at the base there is Smith, who box kicks up over halfway, and England will be happy to play the first line out of the night. I'm Sean Maloney, alongside me, Welsh Test Centurion Martin Williams. Sideline is Carlton Unna. KT, the pitch in front of you yesterday, underwater. It looks okay now.
Yeah, drains pretty well here in Yokohama. They had some rain last week. It didn't affect it whatsoever. First line out.
In steps Jamie George. He finds Laws down off the top, forward. They bash it up through hard running Tuolangi. Continue to work it around the corner here. Shifting wide now, looking to get Watson into the play. Lovely ball from Daly to Watson, who was a real handful last week in the win against Australia. Good quick ball here for the English. Forward, deep. Farrell sends it wide. In the line goes Daly. Daly loops it long and finds a freewheeling front rower out wide. George into the 22, deep in now. Lovely hands to Sinclair. He keeps it alive. England moving hard and up the park here, 5 away. It began back on the 50-metre line. Bang it in close here through Laws. They pick and go, and they're over! It is a rapid strike for England, and Manu Tuolangi's name goes up in lights at Yokohama.
What a start from this English team. Ball in hand. That man started it with a carry in midfield. Good quick ball for Youngs. Bruce Elliott Daly on the outside. Just got on the outside of the drift. Missed tackle. Great play from Watson. You spoke about him, Sean. He was electric against Australia. Keeps the momentum going, keeps pumping his legs. Great offload from Courtney Laws. Keep the ball alive, Carl Sinclair. George Ford was in 2 or 3 phases later, and the power of Tuolangi. This is what this England team can do. So powerful, so effective, so skillful. And that's a wake-up call for the All Blacks.
They've got numbers across this near side. Goodhue going himself, looking to leak on the outside. Silky hands across for Bridge, who beats the first up tackle of Curry. Brave stuff from New Zealand. Barrett into the line. Barrett holding it up beautifully. Utoje goes across with a key tackle. Smith back short side. Reese, Sevu Reese. He diced Ireland last week and put some feet to work on that occasion a bit. Mako Vunipola read well by Tuolangi. Here we go, England again. May looking to outpace Barrett. Desperate defence. Still with May, then dropped. And now back with New Zealand. It is frenetic from both sides. Somehow, New Zealand avoid conceding more points. Whitelock, Savia. And now the penalty advantage for New Zealand. Smith sniping. High tackle was the call there against Utoje. Goodhue trying to grab him behind, and we'll go back to the mark. Whoa, Martin Williams.
Take a breather, everybody.
We've still got 72 of this to go.
Thought he was in. Watch the work of big Scotty Barrett. He's got the angle of Johnny May, but that's brilliant work from the big man. Fumbled from Farrell. Good read from Manu Tuolangi. They will rush defence, England.
Laws, beautiful again. Mako Vunipola, the prop, pushes ahead in the midfield. Here's his brother, Billy Vunipola. Slick hands for May to Daly. Now with Watson. New Zealand slide across in cover. Watson heads back in field. Youngs, Billy Vunipola. Savia over the top, makes it ugly at the back, nothing happening. Here's Laws. Good recycle, and again, the England power runners line up for another crack at New Zealand. It's Mako Vunipola. He's 6th run already. Here's brother Billy. Billy desperate for the offload, can't get it away. They're moving though. They're moving in the right direction. That's play on! It's play on! It's a try for England. In goes Sam Underhill.
Yeah, I think this is right in front of us. I think this one is coming back. Nigel Lowe is going to check for obstruction. Just think Curry's overrun.
Mark Williams.
Yeah, I think
a penny for your thoughts.
Whitelock has turned in, but I think the fact that he's gone in front of the ball carrier, Curry, will suggest it's going to be overturned.
Because your number 6 has gone past the ball, it means he's offside, and because he initial contact, he's taken away the opportunity of a defender. So no, please don't abuse. So he's in front of the ball carrier, therefore it's a penalty. If he was in line, not a problem, but he's in front. No try, okay? After, no try. 6 and 6.
Yeah, they've got away with one, New Zealand. Clear obstruction by Ben Curry.
George this time, standing in the tackle, offloading well. Then the kick on the other side. Owen Farrell, a little ginger in back play here for England. Barrett keeps it alive for Retallick. Has Sevilla on his hip, can't find him. Goodhue's there though. Goodhue for Barrett, Bowden Barrett, back for Goodhue. Goodhue into touch.
That's what they can do. Just when you think you've got New Zealand, they can create something out of nothing. It's the first bad kick really from George Ford, straight to Mo'unga. Up the middle, poor pass from Retallick. Goodhue keeps it alive, but just look at the white bodies getting back to scramble and get Goodhue in to touch. But you cannot switch off for a split second against this New Zealand team.
2.5 to go in the first 40. It has been thriller-second stuff, and now it's ripped away by New Zealand. A huge play under pressure, and their line-out snaps one back from England. Smith, Goodhue. Mo'unga, no look. Ball across for Bowden Barrett. Sevu Reece has hardly had a handle after 38 minutes of action. Can they stun England here in the shadows of half-time? Taylor. Forward with a good tackle. Mo'unga. There's that rush D from England. They work out okay after the initial miss from Curry. Mo'unga looking for options and bereft of them across to the right. Now England strong with a counter. Steal for England, and it'll come one of their kickers, and it might just be 10-zip at the break. That's huge from England.
Oh, it's big. Orbach throwing everything at England that time. That man, Manu Tuilagi, he's shooting up on the outside and he's cutting off Mo'unga's options. He's scared to throw. He's got intercepted earlier. Just see the man on the outside. He's shooting up, puts Mo'unga into two minds, turns into the big fellas, and we saw one of the kamikaze kids get over the ball and win a penalty just a split second ago. That time, Sam Underhill over the ball, wins the penalty, and a well-deserved smile on Manu Tuilagi's face. What a first half from this English team.
So with Owen Farrell not moving too well, in steps Ford to take the shot at the poles. It's George Ford. George Ford, 45 from home. Ford looking to draw it back. Ford, it's got enough on it. England go up by 10.
Big kick from George Ford. Gives England effectively a 2-score barrier. 10-0, totally deserved. Dominated this New Zealand team in the first half. Kicked it just before the clock has turned 40 in red, so still an opportunity for New Zealand to get something on the board.
Lovely hands from Lawes, and Watson wants no part of that. He kicks to touch. That is some way to get our semi-finals moving and shaking at the Rugby World Cup. At the break in semi-1, it is England up by 10 over the All Blacks.
After a clinical first half, England showed the world they were up for the challenge against the men in black, but Eddie Jones's men would need to continue in that vein and more to defend their 10-0 lead.
Barrett goes up, Daly outleaps him, it's going to fall here for Sinclair, I think it is. What a game he's had. Now the grubber in behind, tidied up by New Zealand. Lost then after the contact. It's a big clean out from England. Lawes, he's been a tower at line-out time. Short to Mako Vunipola. Ridden down by Taylor. Ford. Keeping alive out the back. Tidied up by Vunipola. Billy. Now it's loose for Johnny May. 2 tries last week. Inside 3 minutes against Australia in his 50th Test match. Sinclair. Away for Billy Vunipola. Back short side, Farrell in. Numbers are okay as well, but it's read by Reese. Reese then throws it loose back for Youngs, who grubbers ahead. Barrett left to tidy up, but Toje over the top, holds his feet well. Can he get the turnover? He forces the penalty. It's lung-busting stuff from both sides. And on this occasion, England with a huge result.
Oh, it's frantic, isn't he? You thought Reese was away, just scrambled back. Brilliant anticipation for Youngs. Puts the grubber in. Barrett wanted to find it in field, but look at it. He's just swarming all over the New Zealand breakdown at the moment. All the England forwards, the front five, the back row. Atoje, George over the ball like vultures, forcing the All Blacks off their feet, and a big, big moment in this game.
To Atoje. Atoje rips it down for England. The counter mauling is excellent from New Zealand. Checked once. Now they edge it a little closer. Oh, it's a tough handle at the back there in slippery conditions. Youngs! England go clear by 15!
Well, they backed themselves, England. They went for the 5-metre line out instead of taking the 3. And the gamble has paid off. Control, precision. Twice. I think it was Billy Vunipola nearly lost the ball. Oh, did that go forward? No. Question mark as the minute TMO hasn't picked it up. And now he has.
Now, yeah.
Just juggled.
The street now.
That hand there is, what's that hand there?
Yeah, I think that.
Does he lose control of it?
Yeah, I think if you'd see, they've lost control. Italic's in there stripping the ball, but there just goes on the front leg of the England maul, who then regathers it, so that for me has gone forward.
The TMO has clear views in front of him, and he inputs to us what he's saying. It is lost by your player, but the guy who gathers it is in front of him, so that's why we can't allow it. Yeah, but he's in front of him, so he's... Oh, and please listen to my explanation. The TMO is confirmed, okay? What he looks like on the screen as well. But it comes from the player behind, loses control of it, and taken by the player in front of him. So therefore, we cannot allow the try because he's in front. If he was behind him, it's not an issue.
So no try?
No try.
No try, so they had him in on the ball, written in.
No, nothing. Nothing at that.
Well, well, well. How many lives have the All Blacks got at the second disallowed try?
Youngs dummying. Ford, it's over red on the outside. They go without. Back is the call, but New Zealand are in possession now. Goodhue. Bounce pass across for Barrett. Tries to get his way clear. England over the top again. It's Curry. Curry with a steal. Oh, it's super work from the young back rower. Wow. Now with Marco Vunipola. He runs into Whitelock. Cole getting his arms around him. George. Youngs. Ford. Holding it up. Now they punch it towards the 22 again. Youngs. Itoje with some room, almost got through. It was a desperate low tackle from Ella. That came off the hand there, surely, of Smith. Yep. Knock-on advantage here for England. Tackle off the ball, in fact. England. Here they come through Slade. 10 from home. Farrell helping secure. Tuolangi in there at scrum half. They had 5 wiped off moments ago. Can they convert this time around? Youngs, they fold open. It's bouncing across the deck. It's scrappy and no real advantage. Who's this one on?
Number 20 black.
Kane. Sam Kane on Billy Vunipola, and it's an absolute laydown shot from right in front. Here's the chip shot from Ford. Boom! Throw another 3 on the board for England. They're up by 13. Linnett Brown. Linnett Brown looking to freeze arms. Finally, they put themselves inside the England 22 here in New Zealand. Moody. Perinara. Out the back it comes, and then there's some monster D in the midfield. It was Underhill with a shot. Perinara. Bowden Barrett slides it in behind, but it hits some boots on the way through and bounces back for Bowden Barrett. Perinara. Out the back to Reed. Bowden Barrett. Kane, lovely hands for Sonny B. Williams. Over to Severis. Severis bouncing a touch. Were there any arms in that tackle from Slade?
Great work by Tuolangi, cover tackle on Severis. Finally get to the outside. Sonny Bill over the top. Backs himself, Reese goes for the corner.
George. Oh, it's overthrown to Arnie! Sevilla, New Zealand are on the board. Game on!
Oh, they're back in this one. The England line-out, which has worked to perfection all evening. The one you have to nail 5 meters out, overthrown an Arnie Sevilla. Christmas has come early for the All Black open side. He's over, KT. And they're back in it.
Oh, the competition from Brodie Witali getting up and challenging. Mario Itoje has been so solid, as you spoke about, Martin, exactly what New Zealand needed. Dane Coles knows the importance of that.
Championship style play from England. Youngs to Billy Vunipola. Getting closer. Youngs. Looking up now, nothing happening short side, goes back to Marco Vunipola. And now putting it to work in tight. They'll take some stopping in here with their huge forward pack, England. Youngs. Surveys, what's the play? Vunipola. Vunipola peels out, penalty advantage here for England. Youngs. Ben Youngs.
They've got numbers on the outside.
Oh, floats it over to Ford. It's grassed, and we're coming back for the penalty. Ford with the opportunity. Ford nails it. England 16, New Zealand 7, and we've got 17 to play. Sam Whitelock has never lost a World Cup game. He's off the park. He's going to let his squad try and fashion a victory late here. Down by 9. Itoje again at the line out. He's jumped well on his own ball, and he's put pressure on when New Zealand have been pinging it in. Hines rolls out. Penalty advantage here as well for England. Hines, Itoje. Hines, deep for Farrell. Billy Vunipola. Towards the 22, still under advantage here. And we're heading back. There's the call. It goes against Brodie Retallick. And you'd imagine the kicking tee is going to be sent out directly.
Oh, 100%. Usually so disciplined, New Zealand. And this time Retallick gives a penalty away.
Ford. George Ford. Pipes it right on through. 19, play 7, and we've only got 10 to run. England are clear. Perinara. Barrett holding it up for Retallick. Perinara. Sonny Williams. Swings it out the back. Kane isolated. There is just no way through this English wall. The full-time gong goes at Yokohama International, and still they keep whacking England. They're happy without the ball than with it at the moment. They're really tenderising the All Blacks. They come up again. Sonny Williams, Jard. They are all out on their feet. It has been an absorbing, physical, platinum class semi-final that sees England kicking it backwards for Jordie Barrett. And that sums up the game. Fast-paced and fantastic. And it's England who come away as winners. Eddie Jones has done it again. He has masterminded a huge World Cup upset. His men are too good for the All Blacks. Full time, England 19, New Zealand 7.
Oh, look, firstly, I'd just like to congratulate England. I think they played a tremendous game of footy and on the day deserved to win the game. And you know, you can't give them half a step because they'll take it. So, at the end of the day, that's what rugby's about. And well done to them.
It's a big game. It's a World Cup semi-final against the All Blacks. It's as big as games you can get in this stage, and you know, we felt like we prepared well, and we started the game well. All these big games, teams get physical, they go at each other from the off, and we knew that that was going to come our way, and we wanted to make sure that we were playing that game too.
England recorded an emphatic victory to topple the world's best in Yokohama and advance to the 2019 Rugby World Cup final.